Good evening, everyone, or I should say good afternoon. This is a special Sunday stream, and I am going to be doing the I-3 rating on the Pilot Edge network. We're going to be taking off from KSNA, that's John Wayne Airport, and flying up to KBUR, that's Burbank, also known as Bob Hope Airport. And this is going to be doing the tech route between these. This is essentially a preferred route that has been predefined. You don't have to file, at least in Southern California, you don't have to file a particular flight plan for this. You can just pop on and request it, and everybody knows what they are. So let's take a quick look at the flight plan itself. So here's John Wayne. We're going to be getting vectors up to Seal Beach. This is Seal Beach. And we're going to fly on Victor 23 all the way up to LAX, and then LAX up to Silex on this route. If we look at it over here on SkyVector, you get to see the different directions. So this is the 316 radial out of LAX, and if we go to the TAC chart, nope, the flight chart is probably what we want. One of these charts, there it is right there. You can see that this is Victor 23 right here. So Victor 23 to Hermo and then to LAX. Now, we're going to be flying at 6,000 feet, and on the way up there, we're going to have to maintain at least 190 knots. Should be no problem as we are in the Epic E1000. So, should be really super interesting. I'm excited to do this. Last night on the I-2, if you didn't see that, we had some radio failures and all sorts of things go wrong, and still passed. How we passed, I have no idea. Other than the fact that we did the proper procedures to let them know that we had things going wrong. And so they were pretty happy with what we were doing and what happened. So she thinks, or the air traffic controller last night thought we did a pretty nice job dealing with those scenarios. So we're going to go ahead and get ready. First thing that I'm going to do is call clearance delivery, and once we call clearance delivery, we'll be able to program our all of our information. So that's going to be the plan. So let's go ahead and get that started. So I'll be right back as we connect to the network. And we're back. We connected to the network. And so let's go ahead and set up some radios here of what we're going to need and how we're going to need to talk to people. So let's start with our secondary radio. I like to use this radio for my ground frequencies and all of that sort of stuff. Just makes it a little easier. We flip back and forth between the world. So we've already got ground in there. Clearance is going to be at 118.0. So we're going to go ahead and tune in clearance delivery. We'll flip that over. Now we've got clearance delivery and our ground radio all programmed. We had that ground from the previous flight, so that's awesome. And just to make sure that everything is working, we'll pop that over into 2 and see what we can hear. And I'll make sure you guys can hear it too. So we'll just do that while we program the rest of our numbers. So the next thing after ground will be tower. Tower is going to be either I think it's going to be 126. 126.8.
Send bridge no ground. Number 2 Quebec, information Yankee. With new flight following to Victor Bill. And we're at the GE ramp. We are a Pepper Tomahawk slant uniform.
Let's see who the controller is today.
Number 2, Quebec, San Bernardino ground. What's your aircraft type and desired cruising altitude?
2 Quebec, we are a Tomahawk, Pepper Tomahawk slant uniform. And we'll take 5,500.
Santa Barbara, November 5, 95, Mike Whiskey on the left base for 25.
Okay. So we've got 6,000 programmed in. I'm sure he's going to give us a lower.
Number 595, Mike Whiskey, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear to land, wind variable at tree.
Land 25, land 05, Mike Whiskey.
That's been all of the other times. And we'll see how this all works out.
Number 2, Quebec, departure frequency 135.4, squawk 5011. You said you're ready for taxi?
5011, 135.4.
And we're going to be expecting the localizer
taxi
for Bob Hope. So I'm going to go over to my charts.
Number 2, Quebec, runway 6, taxi via Alpha.
And I'm going to pull that up.
6
right
via
now.
Alpha, and what was the squawk again?
The squawk code will be 5011 for number 2, Quebec.
So it's going to be
5011, 6 via Alpha, Quebec.
0.5.
Can't move me. That's going to be the localizer for Burbank 08, which is what we're going to be requesting. So we'll just have that ready to go whenever we're ready. So we'll go ahead and put that in. And the course will be 079 degrees, but we can't set that yet. That's going to get changed a bunch of different times. Let's check out our map and our flight plan. So we won't do that quite yet. We'll do that as soon as we get clearance. It really shouldn't be a problem, but we'll give that a go. All right, so John Wayne clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, IFR to Burbank, the tech route for I-3.
Santa Barbara Tower, Global 5721, Visual 25.
Global 5721, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear to land, wind is variable at 3, and yeah, disregard everything.
Clear to land 25, Global 5721.
Number 5, Mike Whiskey, parking northeast.
Yes, sir. 5 Mike Whiskey.
Number 5, Mike Whiskey, taxi ramp via Bravo, Charlie, monitor ground, see ya.
Bravo, Charlie, I'm on the ground. 5 Mike Whiskey, see ya.
Santa Barbara clearance, how you doing? JetBlue 651 is IFR to Oakland.
Got some comedians on the network today.
JetBlue 651, Santa Barbara clearance on request. Standby number 2. Number 143, Victor Tango, John Wayne clearance cleared to Burbank Airport on departure. Fly heading 175. Expect radar vector Seal Beach then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect 6,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 3443. I have your request for the I-3. Good luck.
Cleared to the Burbank Airport. Fly heading 175. Vector Seal Beach as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect 6,000 5 minutes. Departure 128.1. Squawk 3443. 143 Victor Tango.
Number 143, Victor Tango, read that correct.
Cool. So, we're going to go ahead and get this program now. So our first heading is going to be 175. That's
his initial heading for us. And he's going to give us vectors to Seal Beach as filed. We're going to maintain 5,000. And then we're going to expect 6 in 5 minutes. Departure frequency, as we said, is going to be 128.1. And our transponder code is going to be 3443, which we've got right there. We'll pop that into altitude just to make sure we don't forget it.
Centerburg Tower, Global 5721, clear 25 at Foxtrot, request taxi to Signature North.
Oh, 5721, taxi ramp via Charlie, cross runway 15 right and runway 15 left, monitor ground.
Okay, so let's get our flight plan in.
Okay, to the ramp via Charlie, cross 15 right and cross 15 left, monitor ground, Global 5721.
KSNA. That's John Wayne. Insert the next waypoint, which is SLI. Oops, that is not what we wanted. We wanted to type in SLI. This is Seal Beach. That's good. From Seal Beach, we want to add an airway, which is Victor 23. And we're getting off at LAX. Once we go to LAX, we're going to insert a waypoint.
And Centerburg Tower. Mach 2,
Fix
Quebec,
Silex.
06 ready for departure.
And then we're going to insert our destination.
Number 2, Quebec, Santa Barbara, correction,
Our
San Bernardino
destination
Tower.
KBUR. That's
On course
Bangkok.
turn approved, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
And we're going to insert an arrival.
On course
Arrival is
approved,
the
clear
ILS
takeoff,
8-Z.
2 Quebec.
There's no star. And we don't have an approach or an approach point because we've already gotten, we already know we're in Silex and Silex isn't in the list. So none. So that's fine. The one thing I do want to update in this, I'm bringing this over, you can see this. This is the ILS Z approach. You can see we do go to Ventura. Just taking a look at the missed approach procedure. So after we go to Buddy, we then have our landing, and then after that it's a 210 heading to the 086 radial. So this is not quite right. Just something that we've got to be aware of if we go missed approach. Yeah, it's and if I pop in and look at the other pieces here, I'm just going to double check a couple of things. Yep, localizer, turn right heading. Missed approach fix.
Number
Okay,
2, Quebec, contact SoCal approach 135.46.
Over departure 35 for 2 Quebec. 2.
Missed approach requires minimum 350. Okay, climbing right turn to 4,600 on heading 210. So if we miss, we've got to go 210, and then the
W651, sorry for the delay, clear to Oakland Airport, Flight 5 departure, Gaviota transition is filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 360, 5 minutes after departure. Correction, expect flight level 250, 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 5541.
So this isn't actually quite right, and so we've got to be aware of this.
All right, clear to Oakland, Flight 5, Gaviota, then as
And I don't
file.
think
Maintain
there's any
3,250
way
and
to
10,
add
and
this into
departure, or squawk will be 5541 for
Let's not miss,
651.
but if we do, we need to make sure that we go
W651, expect flight level 250,
correct.
5 minutes after departure. Other than that, read back correct.
the correct
All right,
information.
we'll expect 25 and 5. Thanks. 651.
Okay, so that's just information we need to have available to us should we declare the miss. All right, so flight plan is in. Silex Buddy. Let's look at the map. Let's go to plan mode. Let's walk through it, make sure that we know what we're doing. SNA, just Seal Beach to Popper, to Hermo, to LAX, Silex, then Buddy, then the landing. That looks good. It's what I expect it to be. So that's awesome. Let's pop over to ground. That'll be our
clearance JetBlue 651. We're heading west, so that should be a 260, correct?
Let's go ahead and get this plane started up. So first things first, let's get a little bit of fuel.
JetBlue 651, you are absolutely correct. Early morning for me today. Expect flight level 260, 5 minutes after flight.
All right, 260 on 5, no worries, JetBlue 651.
We'll go ahead and pop on the igniter, hold the starter. The plane started.
Check engine.
And we'll disconnect the generator. So we are good there. Plane is started. Let's get the autopilot on, trim on, pressurization systems on, beacon lights are on, yaw damper is on, flight director is on. So we will be good with all of that. Altitude we want to go 5,000 is our first altitude indicator, and our vertical speed will initially go up by 500 for. We'll actually switch that into KIAS mode. 160 knots up. So that will be good. Flaps to take off. Okay. Everything looks good. 175 heading. Squawking departure frequency is set. And we're going to do at least 190 knots once we get up to speed. So that's the thing. Brakes are holding. So let's look up my taxi charts real quick. John Wayne Ground, Epic 143, Victor Tango at Signature East, ready for taxi.
Aircraft calling from Signature East, aircraft.
Epic 143, Victor Tango, Signature East, ready to taxi.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, John Wayne Ground. Runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Lima.
Alpha Hotel Charlie Lima for 20 left. 143 Victor Tango. Okay. So left means that our tower is actually going to be at 119.9.
5 Fort Oakley.
So I'm going to fix this really quickly. Before I actually...
Santa Barbara Tower, Twin Comanche 619er Papa Alpha, 4 to the east, landing full stop with whiskey.
Aircraft calling 4 to the east, standby United 345, Santa Barbara clearance on request, standby. Alright. Who called 4 to the east?
619er Papa Alpha.
Number 619er Pop Alpha, Santa Barbara Tower, enter straight to runway 25, clear to land, wind variable at 3, say altitude.
Clear to land 25, we are descending through 1700.
Thank you. Epic 3 Victor Tango, runway assignment change, runway 20 left at Kilo. Runway 20 left at Kilo.
Runway change 20 left at Kilo for 143 Victor Tango.
Palomar clearance, Trinidad 624 Lima Lima.
Okay.
Trinidad 624 Lima Lima, Palomar clearance, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Request instruments to SLI, please.
Number 4, Lima Lima cleared to Los Alamitos Airport on departure, fly heading 250, expect radar vectors, Oceanside, Dennis filed, maintain 3000, expect 6000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5433.
Okay, we are cleared for destination, heading 250, radar vectors Oceanside, 3000, 6000, and 5, 119.6, and 5433 on the squawk.
Trinidad 4 Lima Lima, readback is correct, and for future reference, if you're calling for your IFR clearance and you'll have any questions, just go ahead and say that you're requesting your IFR clearance on the initial.
Got that, thank you.
Good afternoon. Eclipse 707, Charlie Papa, I'd like to pick up IFR to Las Vegas, please.
Number 707, Charlie Papa, Van Nuys clearance on request, standby number.
John Wayne Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, holding short 20 left.
November 1, 43 Victor Tango, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 210
Clear for takeoff, 20 left at Kilo, 143 Victor Tango.
United 345, clear to Oakland Airport, Gotcha 1 departure, more bay transition than is filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 280, 5 minutes after departure, squawk 1377.
Alright, we're cleared to Oakland via the Gouch 1, Morro Bay as fogged, maintain 3, 280 and 5, squawk 1377, United 345.
United 345, reback.
Off.
Taurus ground, Cessna Skyhawk 106 Alpha Foxtrot at the GA route. Requesting taxi to the active, will be taking the mini route northbound.
Skyhawk 106 Alpha Foxtrot Torrance ground, you have the weather?
I do have the weather. I have information, Mike.
Give
106 Alpha Foxtrot.
Skyhawk 6 Alpha Foxtrot runway 29 on the right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
29 right via Alpha Juliet 106 Alpha Foxtrot.
Number 619er Papa Alpha, taxi ramp via Alpha and Bravo, cross runway 15 right and runway 15 left, monitor ground on the other side of 15 left.
Alpha Bravo to the ramp, cross 15 right, 15 left, we'll monitor ground on the other side of 15 left, and Papa Alpha.
Center Barbara United 345. We're just here at gate 1 today, like a push and turned out.
United 345, Center Barbara ground, push on Alpha approved, tail to the west, expect runway 25.
Alright, tail west, push proof 345.
Number 3 Victor Tango, contact SoCo departure, see ya.
Over to departure, see ya. 3 Victor Tango. SoCal departure, Epic 143 Victor Tango, level 5000.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, so departure radar contact. Clear direct Los Angeles, climb maintain 6,000.
Clear direct Los Angeles up to 6,000. 143 Victor Tango.
To Quebec, contact Victor Tower 18.35 and squawk before I have it going.
Clear of conflict.
Now that we're at 6,000, we're going to increase our speed. Because we need to be above 180 knots. Getting bounced around by a fair amount of wind here right now. So he's given us all kinds of shortcuts. So we're at 6,000, headed for LA. Once we get to LA, we'll head outbound to Silex, and we'll be good to go. Just take a quick glance at my moving charts here. So here we go. We're going into some cloud layers here. This is kind of neat. This is what IFR is for, so we can fly through these clouds. They're keeping an eye on us, keeping separation. I can see that there's a bit of traffic ahead of us and up. I'm guessing 134.2 is going to be our next radio call. So I'm just going to get ready for that. Just in case. And I got that from the Burbank chart. So this is kind of cool, flying through all these cloud layers. It's just kind of neat.
Fuel tank switched.
You can kind of see the see ground there with the clouds passing by. Pop outside. There you go. That's a neat little view.
Yeah, 345, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, Columbia City, accept, maintain 8000.
Whoa, there was some wind. So we got some traffic crossing below us, 4,000, 5,000 feet below, or minus 48. He's turning away. That was a heck of a wind shift, huh? There's LA down there, or the south. That's actually Torrance is going to be down there. Torrance Field off to the left. Los Angeles is going to be directly ahead of us. We're going to fly.
Yeah, 345, contact Los Angeles 35.5.
I don't think that was for me. I didn't hear the Victor Tango, so, and he's not repeating it, so we're okay.
Yeah, it's 345, Los Angeles Center, Columbia City, accept, maintain flight level 230.
So our track heading out of Silex should be about 316-ish up to Silex. See if we can get a quick view of Los Angeles through these clouds here. There it is right there. That's the LA airport. We're going to fly right over top of it. 6,000 feet, doing 200 knots, 227 true, and 200.
JetBlue 651, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, Clementine 8000.
Some traffic passing below us here. Traffic should be no factor. They're nice and low, 3,300 feet below us. It's cool how these clouds just pass through, blow around the cockpit. Just a neat little view. Looks like they're going to break here just south of LA for us. We're still going to do the IFR approach, or the localizer approach. Well, how did that just open up? There is the Pacific Ocean. And there's Los Angeles. Let's pop out. Flying right over the Los Angeles airport. Just so cool. We're about to make a right-hand turn. A right-hand turn should take us up to about 316. Based on the winds, we'll probably be a little left of that, I would expect. So here's the right turn to Silex. like I said.
Air 707 Charlie Papa, SoCal departure, radar contact. Lighting 340 and climb maintain 13,000.
So we got about 17 miles to Silex, and we're doing 200 knots, 238 over the ground. So we are moving.
Trinidad 624 Lima, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 6,000. JetBlue 651, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Those weather resets are gnarly.
Air 3 Victor Tango, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
34.2 for 143 Victor Tango. Oh, it's like I knew what I was doing. That's almost scary.
JetBlue 651 Los Center, climb maintain level 230. GBM 4 Lima Lima, direct ocean side.
SoCal approach, Epic 143 Victor Tango, level 6,000.
Air 143 Victor Tango, SoCal approach, descend maintain 5,000, Burbank altimeter 2993, advise you have weather and approach request.
2993, we have the weather, and we'd like the ILS 08 for Burbank. That was 143 Victor Tango.
Air 7 Charlie Papa, clear right lane, resume departure. Climb maintain 14,000.
Departure 7 Charlie Papa.
Air 7 Charlie Papa, climb maintain 14,000.
After 14,000 for 7 Charlie Papa.
United 345, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55. Yeah, 345 Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 280. Air 3 Victor Tango, turn 10 degrees left, center maintain 4,000, vector ILS approach.
10 degrees left, 143 Victor Tango.
Epic 3 Victor Tango, 180 knots or less.
180 knots or less, 143 Victor Tango.
Flaps over speed. Approaching waypoint.
Air 7 Charlie Papa, contact Center Center 125.27.
27 for 7 Charlie Papa.
Air 3 Victor Tango, turn right heading 060.
060, 3 Victor Tango.
Epic 3 Victor Tango, you don't look like you started your descent, so maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, 3 Victor Tango.
Cliff 707 Charlie Papa, center climb maintain level 210, clear direct Palmdale. Air 4 Lima Lima, contact Los Angeles, correction, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Okay, so I'm now right of the localizer, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get the localizer in here. The course on the localizer is 079.
Approaching waypoint.
Yeah, 345, tact Oakland Center, 127.45. Three Victor 2, turn right, heading 260.
Right heading 260.
Three Victor 10, you're too high, so I'm going to take you back out.
Affirm. 143 Victor Tango.
Stop your turn, stop your turn. Right turn, heading 260, right turn.
Yep, we're correcting right turn 260.
Let's make it 240 now.
240 now. 143 Victor Tango.
Turn 624 Lima SoCal approach channel altimeter 2993. And do you have approach request at Los Alamitos? Or 7 Charlie, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
Damn it.
Clip 707 Charlie, Papa, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain Papa 210. JetBlue 651, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55. JetBlue 61, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain Papa 260. JetBlue 651, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain Papa 260. JetBlue 3 Victor Tango, turn right heading 110.
Right heading 110. 3 Victor Tango.
TBM 4 Lima Lima fighting 310 Vector. For Seal Beach Airport, advise you have weather descent, maintain 4000. Or 3 Victor Tango, you hear me, right?
Affirm. Turning right 110. 3 Victor Tango.
Or 7 Charlie Papa, how do you... Happy 3 Victor Tango, just go ahead and join the localizer.
Join the localizer. 143 Victor Tango.
Should roll right onto it after 3 Victor Tango, 4 miles from Buddy, maintain 3000 till established localizer cleared out. That's runway 8 approach.
Switched.
Roger, we're established on the localizer already. 143 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, you're probably going to be above the glide slope if you don't start getting down. Maintain 3000 till established.
3000 until established. We're already established. 143 Victor Tango.
Or 3 Victor Tango on a ILS. You get localizer established and glide slope established. So you maintain 3000 until established for the ILS. You can't change your altitude until you catch the glide slope. For other approaches, it's only lateral because you just maintain that altitude until you're established. Then you go by the vertical profile.
Oh, okay. My mistake. 143 Victor Tango.
No problem. Contact Burbank Tower 118.7 for Epic 3 Victor Tango.
118.7.
Traffic. Traffic.
143 Victor Tango.
For Lima traffic, 12 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction, altitude case 4,900, climbing type of.
Okay, slow this way down. Burbank Tower 118.7.
Clear of conflict.
Burbank Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, ILS 08.
Mefford Field.
Gear down.
Link 230, Ontario clearance on request, standby. Cruising altitude is going to have to be 12,000. You have an MEA in your route of 10,500.
Okay, can I get, if instead of doing 12,000, can I just take 10,000 and do Victor 210, Palmdale?
Standby. The other aircraft calling.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Burbank Tower 08, IFR.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Ontario Tower runway 8, clear to land, wind,
Waypoint.
variable between 100 and 280 at 9er.
Clear to land 08, 3 Victor Tango.
Alright, Link 230, what's the route you want to take?
What I'd like to do is take Victor 264 to ITSME, and then basically take Victor 201, which is a more or less a parallel triangular course all the way to Palmdale, because that's only got an MEA of 8,800, and this way I won't have to go all the way up to 12,000.
So, there were some things there I didn't understand. That's good to know.
Okay, so you're wanting ITSME initially or Pomona to start 264, and then from where?
Okay, so I'm looking at Pomona, Victor 264 to ITSME, and I think Victor 186 to Darts, and then Barry, and then Victor 201 to Palmdale.
Beta mode to slow down. Beta back, brakes off. I think this is going to be Delta 7.
The waypoint after Darts. I think you said Barry. Spell it phonetically for me.
Bravo, Echo, Romeo, Romeo, India.
Stand by.
Burbank Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, clear of 08 at Delta 7 for Millionaire.
Number 3, Victor Tango, taxi straight ahead, remain this frequency, good day. That'll be a pass for the I-3, congrats.
Straight ahead, and thank you very much. 143 Victor Tango.
And Link 230, just to confirm, you're wanting this routing because you can't go above 10,000, correct?
Yeah, I'm not pressurized, and I really don't want to go up to 12,000.
Roger, okay, let me see what I can do here. So we're going Victor 186, darts, Barry. After Barry, you're wanting Palmdale, and from Palmdale where?
Palmdale, Victor 197, rest of the route unchanged.
So there you go, folks. That's the I-3. There's still some stuff I need to learn there in terms of how to get low.
Cessna 106 Alpha Foxtrot looking for taxi to the transient parking.
And the next
Number 6 Alpha Foxtrot, taxi ramp by Alpha Monitor
The
ground.
I-4 is going to be really super interesting because it's dealer's choice. I'm not going to know where I'm flying until
Number 6 Alpha Foxtrot, confirm
we
monitor
find out from the air traffic controller where to go.
Monitoring ground 106 Alpha Foxtrot.
And then we'll figure it out from there. So super
Link,
interesting.
230. We're still missing it by 200. You still have an NEA at Victor 197. All right.
Thanks so much.
Let me see if I can find you something here. Are you you're slaying Alpha, correct?